No one is ever really prepared for this kind of news. Even the famous city of Manila is full of hustle and bustle, heat, and always jammed even if it suddenly stops beating when the news starts to spread on social media. Without warning, without an official announcement, without a single hint from the label, brand, or staff, a rumor rolled in so fast. Faster than any typhoon that has ever crossed the Philippines. It all started with one cryptic post that only showed a bright glowing light in the middle of the dark night of Bonifacio Global City. Someone recorded a tiny flash of light that looked like the body shape of a very familiar man. Not clear, out of focus, but enough to thrill thousands of fans across Southeast Asia. Wait, is that Jungkook? One comment came up, and that alone is enough. The world instantly caught fire. No confirmation yet. There is no clarification yet. However, as always, the rumors surrounding Jungkook's name never went quietly. He's always running. Even flying. In a matter of minutes, hundreds of Filipino, Korean, Japanese, Thai, Indonesian, and American fanbase accounts began reposting footage of the video. Various frame-by-frame analyses began to appear that magnified every visible pixel. Some compare the silhouette with the previous Calvin Klein campaign, others examine the shape of the chin, the structure of the shoulders, to the reflection of light in the corner of the billboard. They all ask the same thing. Is it true that the king has arrived in the Philippines? But no one really knows the truth. Not yet then. Not yet. Bonifacio Global City, or commonly called BGC, has always been known as a luxurious urban area with high-rise buildings, premium boutiques, and stunning modern architecture. But that night, BGC feels like a Korean movie stage with a climax scene that the director deliberately delays. They all have one thing in common. The atmosphere is like waiting for the arrival of someone big. Someone very big, bigger than just a celebrity, bigger than just a fashion icon, bigger than an idol. A person who in recent years has turned from a global idol into a cultural phenomenon. A wave of life, and the name, as we all already know, there is only one. Jungkook. A mall staffer who did not want to be named admitted that a few days earlier, management had received notification that Central Square BGC would be used for international 3D content delivery from global brands. But to make things even hotter, no brand name was mentioned. No artist name. There is no detailed timeline. Everything is strictly confidential. It's very strange, said the staff. Usually big brands are always fanning promotions since long ago. This time, everything was quiet. But it is precisely the silence that gives goosebumps. Because yes, reportedly, Central Square BGC will be the first large-scale 3D LED location in the entire Philippines, and the rumors were enough to make thousands of fans lose sleep. On the night touted as the craziest night of BGC 2025, thousands of citizens thronged the Central Square area. There is no official event. There is no publication. There are no posters. But as summoned by an invisible magnet, people poured in nonstop. Above the sky, a giant LED screen which had been dark and inactive all this time, suddenly lit up. Slow down. Very slowly. Like wanting to make the heart of the entire Philippines fall to the floor first before finally showing what really happened. A silvery white glow appeared. Then a male shadow appeared from behind the spotlight. Shoulder, chin, falling hair covers part of the eye. Silhouette is so familiar. Hold up. Is that really the citizen's cell phone camera pointed directly at the sky? A small cry is heard, followed by screeching, then complete silence. It's all like holding your breath. Then the screen moved, and what seemed to make the whole BGC rumble. The man stepped out. It doesn't just appear as a flat image. As he moved, the entire corner of the building seemed to follow. The depth of the image seems to exceed the boundaries of the screen. The people below really felt like he appeared out of another dimension. One woman in the crowd shouted, "Oh my God, that's Jungkook." And after that, everything broke. Someone's crying. Somebody's screaming. There are those who record while shaking hands. Someone is busy calling a friend. Some even directly DM the international fan base. He's here. He's really here. The 3D billboard is real. Calvin Klein really did it again. Manila residents, especially BGC, suddenly turned into an open-air concert without music, without backup dancers, just a sea of people who could not believe their own eyes, clearly visible on the screen. The figure of Jungkook in the Calvin Klein Holiday 2025 campaign, but something was different this time. Something that makes those 3D billboards feel so much more alive, so much more real, so much more compelling than those previous campaigns. Something that makes fans wonder, is it just a billboard? Or is King really in the Philippines? Rumors are getting crazy. Is that Jungkook? Or just a technical crew? Or just a viral rumor? Nobody knows. But speculation is getting out of hand. But as always, none of the media dared to confirm anything. They just used their special style. Some parties suspect. An anonymous source said, "It is still unclear whether it is true." Fans believe that, and the more news that comes out, the worse the global uproar. Some witnesses said that after the billboard was fully lit, there were times when the visuals looked too realistic, as if it were not just 3D content. "It felt like he was literally in front of me," said a visitor to the rooftop restaurant. "I backed out because I thought he was going to jump off the billboard," said another. Then, there were reports that the crowd suddenly went silent as the billboard displayed a particular scene, as if everyone was holding their breath at the same time. Even security admitted that they could not control the number of visitors who suddenly exploded. And now, after a long drama, after global speculation, after fans around the world hold their breath, it's time to reveal the core of the news that you asked. To be held until the end. Ready? Really ready, because after this part, you won't be able to stop thinking about it. Billboards are real. Yes, the campaign is official. Yes, the broadcast was deliberately made without announcement. And yes, that's why everyone is suddenly excited. Is Jungkook really in the Philippines? No confirmation. There is no objection. There is no official statement. But fans have their own beliefs, and as always, when it comes to Jungkook, anything can happen.